Okay guys, here we are. New lake, new season. All by myself, season 3. Very excited to be here this year. Last years I've been on hasn't been gone the best for me. But you know what? I'm not going to mess around this year. No magic wands, no crap like that. I'm actually going to do some actual bushcraft skills. I'm going to build stuff. I'm going to do what this show was intended to do. And I'm going to crush my competition this year. That's right. Look at this. I want to stay out here as long as I possibly can. It is absolutely gorgeous here. Like I said, this is, I have no idea. Even like, look at the vast expanse of this lake. It is absolutely massive. I'm expecting to, it's typical all by myself season 3. Bears, wolves, stuff like that. Hopefully I can get some trapping done. I'm going to show you guys some trapping. I'm going to show you guys how to set up a shelter this year. I'm going to show you how to start a fire this year the proper way. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun and a big challenge. So hopefully I do well. Hopefully I do a little bit better than the other guys, that's for sure. Cheers.
All right, here we are, day 1 of All By Myself, and we're already screwed. We missed the helicopter pickup because Paul couldn't figure out which hat he wanted to bring on this thing today.
It's very important. You have to have the right hat.
Yeah, I guess, but so now we're driving. We're trying to figure out where we can go to pick this helicopter up, if there's a second pad or if we can get on with somebody else, or I don't know. We're just waiting to hear back from Shane. Hopefully he gets back to us soon and we can figure out how we can do this still. Hey Shane, yeah, it's Ray. Unfortunately, we missed the helicopter. I'm not sure how we're going to get dropped in for this thing. It took us 3 years to be part of this, and I really don't want to miss out on this opportunity. So give us a call. Tell us if there's somewhere we can go. We're just going to sort of keep driving in the direction I think we were going to go. Anyways, let us know. Cheers, buddy.
What's up, everyone? Dave from Dave's TV, and we're not in the man cave, obviously. I'm right in the backyard, about to get picked up for the All By Myself series, second one I've done, and I'm gonna win this time. Helicopters on the way. They can land in my backyard. I have a lot of property, so they're gonna take me out to the middle of the swamplands, to the palmetto bushes. There's gonna be gators. There's gonna be, oh my gosh, probably Florida panthers and rattlesnakes, water moccasins, you name it, we got it. But real quick, they gave me permission to call Shane real quick. I'm not on the helicopter just yet. Let me give Shane's craft beer review a call real quick. All right, country code. All right, dial the number. So the latest technology, satellite phone, so. Oh, come on, Shane, answer. Hey, Shane. Hey, it's Dave. Dave's TV. What am I doing? I know, I'm about to get flown out, but I wanted to call you. You didn't trick me this time, buddy. I got full clothing on, man. I'm out here doing this series, and I thought it was like Naked and Afraid. Dude, I'm butt naked in the middle of Central Florida, out in the middle of the freaking woods, palmetto bushes, everything, as you can tell in the background. And I was wondering why the pilot was looking at me like I was crazy, dude. What the hell?
Oh my God, guys, you're not gonna believe this. Dave got the instructions for the video confused, and he thought it was supposed to be Naked and Afraid instead of Alone. He's actually out in the middle of the forest, completely buck naked.
Got my boots, my green shorts, I'm all camoed out. Got my black Dave's TV shirt on. So yeah, buddy, I'm gonna win in this time. You're not gonna get me this time. And good luck to you, my friend. I'll talk to you later. All right, guys. I hear the helicopter coming now. Matter of fact, he's right in sight there, getting closer, as you can hear. So till the next episode, when I get dropped off, we'll give you a little look at where I'm at. And until then, we'll see you next time.
Oh my God, this thing still works. Wow, there's battery left in this thing. Holy crow. Wow, it's been a long time out here. It's starting to get cold. Got my fur coat that I made from the bear I slayed last year. Oh, it was some good eats, let me tell you. Still killing it out here. Check this puppy out. I had to have won the show. Like, they must have forgot about me, but there better be money when I get back. I'm still searching. Still looking for that, for civilization, where I can find a phone or something to call in, but, yep, still crushing it out here, man.
Hey, I can't believe I'm back for another season of All By Myself. I guess the people high up thought I did well enough last year. They invited me back. So here I am. I just got dropped off. I'm looking forward to this. Let's go see what's out there for me this time.
Now make two Palmetto here, ready to embark on the next season of All By Myself, and starting out my 10 things, right? Everything's got to fit in the bag. So the first thing we're going to do, the important stuff. I don't want to have to worry about making a shelter, so I'm going to bring in a tent. Hopefully this counts as one thing, right, Shane? It is all part of the tent. Secondly, I got to think of things to provide for myself while I'm out there. So need a blunt object, mash down things. I'm gonna bring my mallet for general manipulation and extra added torque and strength. Gotta bring a pair of vice grips. For both food and small abrasive kind of cutting things, I'll bring a gutting knife. Who knows, maybe I'll even catch some fish. Very important, we gotta hydrate, right? We're all beer reviewers, we know hydration's important. So we're a small bottle that I can get water in, and I voted, so should you. Go register a vote, go do your civic duty. And in case there's large brush to navigate through, got to bring a machete. Something a little fish knife's not going to do, so got to get something a little more diesel. In the event I need to add to my shelter, or my shelter maybe not good enough for the elements, I'll bring something a little more viable, like a hacksaw, to cut down some woods, some trees. In case I need to, and then in case I need to fend off any large threatening animals. I kind of dodged the bullet last year with not encountering the bears. So I got a couple of those. I got my bullwhip. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack that and slug her up, you know, in case there's anything that just needs an extra little pop. Bring a baseball bat. Throw it on there. And then you never know. I've heard that the beer tree has gone extinct. I have heard that. But just in case there's any beer fairies out there, we'll bring this. Maybe it'll ring true and a beer fairy will drop me off something nice. So we'll bring my ring for beer bell. So those are my 10 items. Get those all in the bag. Uh-oh. There we go. In the bag, on my back. Let's go.
Okay, everybody, I've just been dropped off. I found a little clearing here, so I think this is where I'm going to build my shelter. I really built a elaborate shelter last season, and okay, so I got my shelter built, and whew, is it hot? So I'm gonna go inside. This is nothing fancy, guys. This is just a structure built for, you know, one-man survival out in the woods. I don't really have the energy for that this season, so it's just gonna be simple, I'm sure. But my youngest son told me he wanted to pack my 10 essentials that I could bring out to help me to survive with. So I don't even know what's in the bag. It all fit in here, so I don't know what could possibly be in here. Oh my, are you serious? It's Legos. Oh wait, there's a letter in here. Let's see what it says. Here, you can use my expanding Legos jet ski. Expanding Legos? Well, what are expanding Legos? It doesn't really look like there's enough to build a shelter with, but well, I'm losing daylight quickly, so let me get busy trying to find some kind of shelter, and I'll be checking in with you a little later.
Okay guys, so I found this little clearing over here. I think this is gonna be perfect for what I want. Yeah, it's pretty nice flat ground here. The water is just up over back over here a little bit, so I'm close to water. What I'm thinking is I'm gonna use this big tree back here and probably this bad boy right here. I'm just gonna run a ridge line across there, do a simple little A-frame shelter just to get me going for the first little while, and then what I'll do is we'll see what's going on from there. But I'm going to walk you through this step by step, because there's some guys out there that do not have the bushcraft skills that I do. So let's check out how to set up this shelter. Okay guys, I'm going to show you basically just how I set up my quick deploy ridgeline. Usually I have this set up ahead of time. I do not today. So basically what you're going to do is just going to take your paracord. This just happens to be a fire paracord, as you can tell by the red thread there, but we'll get to that later. And what we're going to do is just make a simple bowline knot. So just fold this over like such, right about like that. Leave about that much of a tag. Come back up through the hole. Right, got that so far. Wrap that behind. Put it back through. Now grab this end with this loop and pull that tight. And there you go. There you have a bowline knot, which is just a loop at the end. And that's going to come in handy here in just a minute. Okay guys, so what you're going to do is we're going to take that little bowline, yeah, that right there. What we're going to do, I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit so you can maybe see what I'm doing. Hopefully that turns out okay. Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to go around your tree about, you know, shoulder height-ish, depending on your height, I guess. Alright, so you got that. Now right here, so we have our loop here. I'm going to try and do this the best I can. Sorry, it's going out of focus there. What you're going to do is basically just take like a little bend in this end, and stick it through that loop right there. Now what you're going to do is you're going to add a toggle, which is just basically nothing more than a stick. And stick it in that little loop you just shoved through. And then just tighten that down. Nice and tight, just like that. Perfect. Now that's not going anywhere. Now if you ever need to get out of a place really super quick, all you need to do is just loosen this up. We're going to loosen that from the other end first. I'm going to show you how to do that because that's a totally different knot. And just pop this up out of the way, and yeah, you're good to go. Okay guys, so now we're at the other side with our other tree. Once again, same thing. We're going to take our cord, wrap that around. Doesn't need to be super tight because we're going to adjust this in just 1 second, and I'm going to show you how to do a trucker's hitch to make this super easy to put together, super easy to take down. Okay guys, so we've got this wrapped around our tree here. I know it's really hard to see, this is green. So what you're going to do is the part that is coming from the other tree, that nice springy one. All you're going to do is you're going to give this a twist. Sorry, that one out of focus. I'm going to move my head out of the way. Give it a twist with your hand. So you got kind of a loop around your hand. Then reach forward. So this is the tree, the second tree. Reach forward towards that tree. Grab a piece of that paracord and pull towards the tree. Now what that's going to do, sorry that kind of went off camera, is it's going to make this little loop. And what you're going to do is feed the rest of your paracord from around the other side of the tree. Slide that right through there. Pull the whole thing through. Pull all your cord through there. Yeah, just like that. No problem. So now what this is essentially is going to make us is a trucker's hitch. Now I'm going to try and move this over without absolutely destroying everything that I've done so far. And the ground here is not particularly flat. So, hey Shane, just put your foot on it. There you go. Now we got it. All right, so now to make this ridgeline really, really work well, make sure you got it at the height you want before you do too much. There you go, something like that. So as you can see, now that I have this loop and this, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, this is the loose end now, I'm going to pull it towards the second tree. And all that's going to do is the more I pull, that's going to tighten up that ridgeline super, super tight. Ugh, just like such. All right, once again, here we go. Okay, now to finish this off, and again, to make it quick release, pinch all of so here's your loose end. Pinch all of this together, drape a loop over, reach under, grab that paracord, tie it off. There you go. Easy, easy peasy right there. So now all you need to do, this is quick release, all you need to do is take this tag end, pull on that, this drops, drop the toggle from the other end, and you are out of here in 30 seconds.
Okay, Paul, I can't hold it much longer. We're gonna have to pull over somewhere. As soon as you see somewhere, let's find a spot to pull in.
All right, I see something up ahead. Hold on a second.
All right. Okay, yeah, this will do. I can run. There's trees over there. I can
Don't
use
piss on my
those.
vehicle. Don't piss
Not
on my
going to.
vehicle.
I'm not going to.
Piss on my
It's
vehicle.
fine. I'm fine.
All right, Ray's just having a quick piss in the forest. We're here. I don't know where we are, but we're gonna figure this out. Just a quick smoke, quick pee, and we'll get going.
All right, you ready to roll?
Yep.
Okay. The hell, Paul?
What the hell? Oh, jeez, did we leave the keys in the vehicle?
I think those are the keys, Paul.
Oh man.
Yep, those are the keys.
What about our beer?
You know what else is in there? The cooler.
Oh no.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep. No. Yep. Dude.
We need beer.
Well, why don't you jump on your phone and see if there's a beer store nearby?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right. Okay, Paul, find us a beer store.
All right, according to this, beer store should be right over there. Shouldn't be too far.
All right, let's go.
Let's go figure it out.
All right, everyone. I just got dropped off. I'm not gonna get to stay at this location. It's too wet, and as you can see, it's just too wet here. And I got my pack with my basic essentials in there, and I'll show them to you later. But for right now, we're just gonna find another spot. What time is it? It's about mid-afternoon, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here, but I'm gonna be out here as long as I need to be to beat Wayne, Shane, Brian, who knows else. I don't know. It's crazy, but it's already hot, man. It was hot before I got picked up, and that's a damn shame. But stay tuned. We're gonna go find another location, and we'll see you then.
It's very, very nice here. Beautiful. I don't know about you, but when I'm out in nature, I always feel closer to something. You know, just clarity, stuff like that. Yow! Man, that was a big snake. I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. I wasn't going to let the little things bother me. My dad always said, don't worry about it. Things will just take care of themselves. I was counting on those words.
Okay, now here's how to keep your tarp while it's on the ridgeline really super tight. All you need is two just little loops of rope. It doesn't have to be anything really big. And you're going to make basically what's called a persic loop. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay that loop over top, and you're going to go on the inside and loop it around. 1, 2, 3 times, and pull it down and dress it up really nice until you got something that looks a little bit like that. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but basically what this does is something really, really super cool. You can move this back and forth, no problem, when it's not under tension, no problem at all. But as soon as you put tension on this, that doesn't go anywhere. And loosen it, and you can still go. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to take your little loop here, feed it through your grommet. There you go. Just like that. So it's through the grommet now. And then you're going to take another one of those wonderful toggles, otherwise known as a damn stick. I'm going to stick that in the loop, just like such, and slide this back a little bit. Dress that up. Okay, so there we go. Again, I can still move this, but now what I want to do is I want to get this really, really super tight. So I'm going to pull my tarp and this persic loop, and as you can see, that's staying there. That's not going anywhere at all, right? And the more you pull that, the tighter and tighter that's going to get. You want to get a nice tight line. That way, if you do get that inclement weather, it's just going to shed off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stake this tent out for the rest of the 4 corners, and we're going to be good for a little while anyway. Okay guys, so there it is, just a simple little A-frame. As you can see, I'm sitting inside here. I'm going to try and have to close these ends off eventually. I'll get some sticks. I'll build like a stick wall, close that up, get it all inside with some boughs, and yeah, we'll be going.
So yeah, I was coming through here and I tripped over some boulders and whacked myself on the head. I even wrenched my finger a little bit. I think I've just bent it right back. Every contestant gets a first aid kit when they come out here. I put mine to good use. Man, I ain't got time to bleed. I guess I'm gonna look around here and make a tent for the make a tent. Well, find a shelter. Make a shelter for the night here. This is as far as I'm going today. Oh. Oh. Hey, good morning. This morning I stumbled onto something rather than over something. Have a look. It's this weird little plant. It's got this funny large root on the end of it. It's really hard. I can't even bite it. I don't know what it is. Never seen one before. Maybe there's more around here. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. It's just very odd.
All right, guys. I gotta start procuring some food here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some passive hunting. Basically, what that is setting up snares, traps, stuff like that. I'm gonna show you guys how I make my my rabbit snares and squirrel snares. The snare is the exact same no matter which way you do it. Just get I got a length of wire here, stainless steel. Brass is better to use, but this is all that I had. So you're just gonna take one end here, and you're gonna make just a little small little loop like such. I did bring a multi-tool with me, which is great, because what I'm going to do is you want to keep twisting this around, just to strengthen this whole thing. And that wire is poking me right in the hand, so I'm going to hold it like this. Yeah, so you just really want to keep twisting this down, make sure it's nice and secure. Probably maybe use a lighter gauge wire than what I use, just slightly though, but that will still work. And just keep twisting this down until it gets pretty decently small. And when you're done, you should have this little teeny loop here. So what you basically do is just feed your other end through, obviously. Okay. Doom, doom, doom. And this is basically your snare. Yes, I realize it's not round. Obviously, you want to adjust this depending on the size of the animal that you're using or that you're trying to trap. But I'm going to show you two different ways to put this up. One is just a regular way to put up a snare, and the other one I'm going to see if I can find a good spot to put up a spring snare trap. So let's get this together. We'll go throw it over here and see if we can catch ourselves some animals. Okay guys, so I found this little spot here that I want to use, but what I want to do is I want to try and funnel the rabbit or whatever animal is coming through, give them a better chance to get caught up in this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a couple of these sticks that are lying around up here, and I'm basically just going to make this little opening smaller so that they have not much choice but to go through right in this area here, which is where I want them to go. Obviously I'm going to build this up a little bit more so it makes a little more sense, but for right now, for demonstration purposes, I'm not going to bother. Okay, so let's get our snare. There we go. So there's our snare sitting right there. So I'm going to put this down maybe a little bit smaller than that. A little bit smaller than that. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to do here. Beautiful. So I want to put this at about rabbit head height when he goes hopping through here. Hoppy, hoppy, hoppy. Probably right around there. Now what you can do is take your wire, just wrap that around. Make sure whatever you're wrapping this around is really secure, because when you do eventually trap an animal, it is going to fight. I will wrap that around, make that nice and tight eventually. Okay, so let's get this nice and small. And again, you want to try and just narrow the whole field of where that rabbit is going to go, or the squirrel, or whatever is going to go in there. So that's going to go in there, grab that, done. I'm also going to show you really quickly how to do this exact same setup with a spring trap. Okay, so a couple things you're going to need for a spring trap. This is just one way to do it, guys. I mean, there's so many different ways to do it. What you can do is get yourself a decently long stick, it's probably about a foot or so, and just take your knife, and you're just going to shave off a point on the tip here. Okay, because you're going to have to pound this into the ground. And then on the opposite end, as well as you're going to have another small stick, probably this one here. I'll just use this one here. What you're going to do is you're going to carve an L7 groove into these. I'll show you what that is right now. Okay guys, so there's the pointy end on the long stick. So what you're going to do is you're just going to come down a little bit here with your knife, and you're going to basically just kind of rock back and forth and cut into this. What you're making here is a stop cut, and you want to just kind of go back and forth. You don't need to go quite halfway depending on what size your stick is. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but this little notch there. So now basically what you want to do, that's actually going to be a little bit deeper. Yeah, you want, like I said, try and get about halfway if you can. Anyway, so once you get there, what you're going to do is you're going to start carving up to the stop cut, like such. And you can just take your time, just kind of doing this. Obviously be careful. Yeah, so you're basically just going to make this into, when I get this done, a little notch. And then also you're going to need another stick, obviously, which is going to be your trigger stick that I've just lost, that I just had. Let's say it's here. And then you're going to cut an L7 in this. And when I get these done, I will show you exactly how these work.
All right, guys, I'm back. Not sure if I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna take a rest by this pine tree. We have a ton of pine trees here in Florida. So let me get this backpack off. Take a breather. See what we got in here. Oh yeah. What all do we got in here? I brought some first aid essentials. That zipped up. What else do we got in here? Oh yeah. Got me a fire starter kit. Oh yeah, cool. Got some, what is this? Little candle, just in case. I got some fire starter stuff in there. What is this? I hadn't used this in so long. I forgot what this is. Oh yeah, a lighter. That'll come in handy. Had to sneak that in. And I got some stuff to start the fire with. Some, what else we got in here? I got some ties in case I need it. Flashlights, good. Portable radio, just in case, you never know. What else we got going on in here? Binoculars. I don't know when you might need them. And it's kind of funny, man. I sat down behind this tree and found some yingling. So that'll go good in a pack. Put that in there. You never know when you might need them. All right, we're gonna head on to the next location, and we'll let you know how I'm doing. We'll see you then.
Okay guys, so here we are set up. I took that long pole, it's now driven into the ground. You can see the thing down there. And what I've got up here, I don't know if you guys can see here, let's see if I can get this. Basically I have just a little springy pole right here. Okay, and that is tied onto the other half of the L7 trap, which is here. And also it is attached to the snare. So basically the way this works is you're just gonna pull this down here like such. Get this nice and tight. Slap that onto, sorry, let me back up the camera a little bit here. Now, sometimes you have to recarve this stuff, play around with it a little bit. So there you go. This obviously isn't set up where I want it to be set up. This is just for a demonstration. Yeah, so you got it in there like such. Let me back this up just a teeny bit more one more time. Here we go. Yeah, so this is a, like I said, it's just a little trigger. So basically what's going to happen, this will strangle a rabbit, a squirrel, anything really, really super quick. Obviously, you'd set this up the same way. Little animal comes in here, just pretend my hand is this animal's head, gets caught in the snare. All of a sudden, there we go. That pops up, and now he's dangling. Now that I'm sitting here looking at this, this should be higher, but you guys get the idea, and that will just, yeah, eliminate that animal right there. Can't wait for dinner. I am starving.
Check it out, look what I found. There's this huge canyon system. It runs for miles in all directions. It's a little creepy down here. Must be 100 feet tall. Probably a good place to get a shelter down here in these rocks out of the wind elements. See what I can do.
Okay guys, so I keep walking through this forest. I'm just looking for any kind of food, any kind of game trail, stuff like that. I can't see anything. It's been forever. My snares are obviously not producing. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's been quite a while since I've had anything to eat outside of like a couple of small berries that I found. And just give me a sign. Like, where do I go for food? I can help a guy out. God. It's... Wait a minute. What is that? I didn't know we had these up here in Canada. I can't even believe it. I thought this was a tropical fruit. Unbelievable. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Look. I found something really, really cool. I don't know if you can see all that. Get down there. Oh, there we go. I found a banana tree. A banana tree in the middle of it. Check this out. And there's still a couple left. I know the harvest season's almost over. Oh my God, I gotta finish collecting these. Oh, there's a couple more. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Oh, 3 bananas from a banana tree. Finally something. I'm not going to starve to death today. Hopefully those snare traps start producing something soon, because 3 bananas is not going to do it.
Ray? Ray? Ray, where are you? Where'd you go, Ray? Ray? Ray?
Paul, I can hear you. Paul?
Ray?
Paul?
Ray?
Can hear you.
Ray? I can hear you.
Paul, I can hear you too. Where are you?
Where are you, Ray?
I'm right here.
Where? Ray?
Paul.
Ray?
Buddy, I can hear you.
I can hear you. Paul, where are you?
Paul.
Ray? Oh.
Hey, there you are.
Oh.
Woo. Yeah, that was scary.
Okay guys, so it's going to be getting dark pretty soon. As you can see, it's starting to get a little bit dark already. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys how I build a fire and get that all set up. I've already started to dig it. I'm just making a really small one, so I've dug a little... hole in the ground. I'll show you that stuff. But right now what I need to make is a tripod. So let me show you guys how I make a tripod, and that's going to help me boil water and stuff later on. Okay guys, so this is how I make a tripod. Basically I just have 3 sticks, about equal length, they're about shoulder height on me, and some cordage. So the first thing we want to do is we want to do what's called a timber hitch. So you're going to come down a little bit here from the tripod, take your cordage here, wrap this around, just do a loop. Now what you're going to do is that part you just wrapped around, you're going to continue to just kind of wind that around and around and around that line there. And what this is going to do, it's going to produce a bit of a friction hitch. So once you got that, tie that down. There you go, tighten that up. That's not going anywhere. Nowhere at all. So get these lined up where you want to go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, there's several ways to do this. I'm going to do it this way. There's a way to, some people go, they weave in and out between them. I'm not going to do that today. What I'm going to do is what's called wraps and fraps. So we're going to go around this a couple times. Get this out of the way. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3 full wraps around there. Okay, try and dress those up as nice as you can. Get them nice and good. Okay, so now we're going to do, so that's the wraps. Now we're going to do some fraps, which is basically the opposite way. So we're going to go across this way. I'm going to put this down here and make this easy on myself. I'm going to wrap. So you're just basically going over the lines you just did. Okay, now that we've got that done, we want to just make sure that this is really super tight. So just crank the hell onto that. Get it nice and tight. There you go. And basically all we're going to do is we're just going to end it with a clove hitch here. Okay guys, so now we're just, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the little fire pit's right at my feet. We're going to take our little tripod that we have here, and we're just going to extend that out. Just like so. Sometimes you got to kind of manipulate these around a little bit to find out which one's going to go where. All right, absolutely fantastic. just like that. Get a nice steady base there. Probably could have made that a little bit tighter, but hey, you know what? There you go. Now this is going to be really cool later on. What we're going to do is I need to boil some water. So let me just grab this thing here really quick and I will show you what I'm talking about. I think that was it. All right. So another quick little tip for you guys, especially you non kind of bushcrafty guys, is don't grab the string that doesn't have what you want on it. Now for me to boil water, there's a couple really important survival things that you probably should have if you're out here. One obviously is a water bottle, stainless steel or titanium. Either one. I prefer stainless steel. It's cheaper, but if you can afford it, titanium is actually better. Single wall. This is not a double wall. You want a single wall because it's a lot easier to boil your water, and it's just better for bushcrafty kind of things. Now, you will notice there's a plastic cap on here. Once I get a fire going on here, I do not want that fire to melt that. So here is how you get around that with the tripod. You guys remember the toggles? The toggles from when we were putting everything together? Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to tie a small little toggle like such onto a piece of string. Right? There you go. You're going to pop the cap off your water bottle. Hopefully you have a steel one, whatever, it doesn't matter. So basically, all you're going to do is you're just going to take this, lower your toggle inside your water bottle, and it should go sideways. There we go. So now that toggle is in there sideways. I don't know if you guys can see that with the water in there. And so that's basically how I'm going to hook this up. So I'm basically going to come over here once I get my fire going here, and I can use this for a bush pod or anything else that I happen to be doing. And basically all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this, dangle it right there over the fire. I can boil some water, get it sanitized so I can actually drink it. Boil it for at least 1 minute, at least. I like to do 2. But yeah, so now we got some water and we're going to get this fire going, and I'll teach you how to do that in a second too.
Hey, good evening. I got a little temporary shelter here. Nice cozy fire right here. Yeah, I'm doing good. I found one of those big plants, those crazy looking plants. Found a big one here. I'll show it to you. There it is. This is what you do. You take the top here, pull that off. Don't need that. And then watch my finger. That's it. Oh, delicious.